The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Time to buy the dip.
Buy the dip. How'd that work out? Not working out very well, is it? I told you, don't listen to these people. Buy the dip. You don't buy the dip. It's like cost averaging down. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Buying the dip is just as bad as cost averaging down. Matter of fact, anyone tells you to cost average down a stock you're in, he should go to jail. It's that kind of a crime. Who in their right mind, if they're in a stock, it's at $80, it drops down to $60, they tell you cost average down. You're just going to get into a worse position. You add to your position only when it's going up, not when it's going down. That's an old trick. Remember, Wall Street's there not to help you, but to make themselves rich. It's just like a 401k. You can't convince people that a 401k is garbage. You'll never convince them. Even though, think about it, even though they lose money in their 401k every time the market crashes because they don't have a way to change their position, so they're making money on the way down. 80% of the people lose money in the market because of that. They can't position themselves to protect themselves to make money on the way down. It's like buying a car that has forward but no reverse. It's crazy. The other big problem, people losing money, they won't get out of the stock. They don't cut their losses. They don't cut their losses. If you lose 25%, you don't need 25% to get back even. Most people think that. You need 50%. How the hell is the stock going to go up 50%? You're down 25%. That's because the whole trend is down in the market. You think you're going to be able to take a stock, you're going to find a stock's going to go up 50%? What are you, nuts? So many people lose money because they're just stubborn. They won't stop. They won't take that 10% loss and get out. They won't put in a safeguard. They don't have a business plan. Every stock you purchase, you got to think of it as its own individual business. The whole thing with anything in business, not even just the stock market, you got to have a plan. Okay, if I'm going to have losses, when do I cut my losses? The stock market's the only place that brilliant people become stupid. They get into the hope mode. They hope. They're hoping. They're always hoping. If I just hold on long enough, I hope I'll make my money back. No. You take a 10% cut, get out, switch your position. So if it's going to continue to go down, now you're making money. But Wall Street, for over 50, 60 years, have taken parking space in everybody's head, especially with these stupid garbage 401ks. Don't short. Just stay in. Don't worry. Money's going to come back. Everything's going to be wonderful. And when you hear the stupidity, just go on and enjoy your life. Now you're down 30, 40%, and you hear this stupidity.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day. Have a good, sound plan so you can go on and enjoy life.
That guy should be in prison. When your first loss is your best loss. Always cut that loss, because see, it's easier to get out of that stock, even if you don't want to short, which is crazy. If you get out of the stock because it keeps going down. So think of it. If you had a 10% loss, instead of sitting there and hoping it's going to go back up, all you had to do is switch your position to a short. Instead of being down 50%, you're making a profit. But you can't convince people of that. They'd rather sit there and hope, this false hope. And you get this false hope because you're listening to these dopes on these business networks. like Kramer and the rest of them. Their job's not there to help you. Not at all. Their job is to get you excited, get you to feel good, get you to go out, and if you do, you're going to go out and spend money. Then they get advertisers. They're fighting for advertisings every day. They're fighting for that advertising dollar. They got to get you to feel good, so you go buy a car. All these shows, whether it's CNBC, Financial, or Fox Business, they have to get those advertisers. And the biggest advertisers are their automobile manufacturers. They need that money or they can't be on the air. They can't be on the air. So they're going to lie, cheat, promote, do anything to make you feel good. That's their job. So you go buy a car. Crazy. So look, the next time you get a loss more than 10%, switch your position to sell it short. Give you a good example. Everybody last week, let's take the Qs. The 10-year Treasury yield is up right now about, I think we're up now about 148, something like that. 148 basis points. Now, if you're in tech stocks or you're in the Qs and you're holding on hoping, that's crazy. Because the tech stocks are not going to go up. The Qs are not going to go up when you have a 10-year Treasury yield at 148. If it gets above 150, it's going to get worse. Why do you think the Dow's up? The Dow's up 127 points, but the Nasdaq's down 52? Because the banks are going up because, again, the yields are high, pushing 150. The banks make more money. But even the banks aren't doing well. Even the banks aren't doing well because there's such worry by the investor about the banks. They know the banks are in real bad trouble. They know the only reason why the banks have held together is because of all the stimulus programs. All the stimulus programs and all the moratoriums. All this stuff was keeping the banks alive. The banks, remember, were getting torched. Internally, the banks are in real trouble. So they got saved by stimulus. And they extended the student loan moratorium. They extended the rent moratorium. They did everything. They kept extending everything. And then, if you had, they would even pay your utilities for you. But now all that's gone, and investors are smart, and they're saying, "Wait a minute, these banks are going to take a hit now because there's going to be a tremendous amount of losses. People can't make their payments." So if you go and take a look. And you compare today your bank stocks and your big tech stocks, and you're wondering, well, what's going on? How come my big tech stocks aren't going up? It's simple. Big tech stocks, if you take, they don't go up when you have yields going up. Example: if you take Microsoft is pulling back again. Microsoft, remember when Microsoft pulled back from a high of around 305, to say 306.80, 305.84, let's call it 306. And then the stock dropped down to a low of around 289. What'd they tell you on these financial shows? Buy on the dip, buy on the dip, buy on the dip. What are you, nuts? A 5% pullback? You're going to buy on the dip? No. And especially when they see the yield going up, they're telling you to buy back. Look, if the yield is going up and they're telling you to buy in the dip, these techs, you're out of your mind. You're going to get crushed. And I said that last week. And I said, watch your Qs. Unless the Qs can break out again above 382, you shouldn't be buying on the dip. Same thing with the banks. I mean the spiders. Unless it makes new highs above 454, you're going to get hurt. Don't buy. Don't chase.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so the important thing to remember right now is that watch your P's and Q's. No, watch your Q's. When the Q's are down, or the Nasdaq's down 49 points negative, and your Dow is up, that's bad. You don't want to. You want to be taking money off the Q's, and especially because the Q's aren't making new highs. When the Q's dropped in their low, if you go back to last Monday, and when it dropped, remember now, the first time in a long time we had a 5% pullback in the Q's. 5%. That's been and spiders too. We haven't had a 5% pullback in about 330 days, something like that. So we got a 5% pullback. Now, to hear them tell you to buy on that pullback is insane. It's insane. Because what you got to look at, and what we do for our members, you look and see that on the way down, when the spiders dropped and the Nasdaq dropped, let's say 5%, on the way back up, when they started to go back up and they tell you buying a pullback, we had more people interested in selling than buying. So you watch. On the way back up, you got to say, okay, I'm going to see if we got more buyers now than sellers when it dropped. When the spiders or the Nasdaq dropped, I wonder if I got more sellers than the buyers coming in now. And when you see you got a lot less buyers on the way up, more sellers when it went down, that means that it's only rallying because everybody who sold short is taking their profits. The trend hasn't changed. But do they tell you that? No. They tell you buy on the dip and you're going to get killed. So always remember, when you see the Dow up positive 125 points and the Nasdaq down 50 points, and you see the yields, the 10-year Treasury yield going to hit 150 around 148, 149, that is a killer. That's a killer for all you people in tech stocks. And if you're buying Apple or Microsoft or Intel or Facebook or any of these stocks because you think you're going to get rich because it pulled back, you say, oh my God, I'm going to get rich. Look at this. They pulled back. I'm going to get rich. That's a sucker's play. You're going to get killed. You're going to get killed. And I told you last week, don't do it. Don't do it. You know, it's funny. I'll get emails once in a while, and somebody say, Phil, I want you to talk more about stock. Can you talk more about stocks on the air, more about stocks? And these are people we look up. They're not a gang member. Stop being so cheap. What are you going to do? You're going to listen to me say, okay, here, I'll give you a stock. So let's say I gave you DDOG. Now, we did terrific in DDOG. Okay, so DDOG, I think we're up about, I think we're up about, what is it now? DDOG, I think some members got in. Let me give it to you here. I'll give you the number of DDOG. Here we go. Okay, so it gave us a buy signal on June 2nd. That was around $90.66. Today it's $141. I just rounded off. So that's about a 55% gain. Now, I'm not saying every gang member got in at the same time. Some gang members got in in August at a low of around $122, and now it's $141. So that's probably about a 15% gain. But it doesn't matter where you get in as long as it's green and it's nice and safe. So those stocks are going up nicely. So if I gave you that stock, but wait a minute. If you're not a member of the gang, and you think, oh, look at this, I'm not going to join the gang because he gave me the stock. Oh, boy, I'm getting away with it. He gave me a stock. I don't have to pay for it. But wait a minute. How are you going to find out when we tell you, hey, you better start taking some shares off? Or, hey, you know what? You better put a stop in. Or, you know what? This thing's going to turn on you. Just by having the stock, we think you just buy it and all of a sudden it's going to go magically. You're going to be you made a lot of money. You didn't have to pay to be a gang member. That's crazy. That's crazy. Unbelievable. So don't do that. That's dangerous. Because if you're not a gang member, I can't tell you what's going on with that stock. How am I going to reach you? It doesn't work like that. But anyways, I just had a laugh the other day because we had a couple of those. I'm going, and in a minute we checked, they're not. They're never gang members. They're always folks who listen. And I appreciate you listening to the radio show, but you're going to get hurt. Okay, so we know that right now that the difference, or I should say, if you go and take a look at the spiders, they're going up. But you look at the small and mid-cap stocks, they're going sideways. So the spiders are going up without the small and mid-cap stocks. Remember, the small and mid-cap stocks always push up the Dow and the spiders. But when the Dow and the spiders are going up and the small and mid-cap stocks are not going up, that means the spiders and the Dow are going up for the wrong reasons. They're being propped up. That's dangerous. That's dangerous, and that's exactly what's going on now. So, look, the market right now has a lot of problems to it, to say the least, a lot of problems. So until we start seeing, when the market starts going up, until we start seeing we have more people buying than who were selling last Monday, that's when you buy. But until then, if the market's going up, I wouldn't be a buyer. I'd be ready to short the market. Just the opposite. You know, talking about the opposite, I was sick to my stomach yesterday watching Meet the Press. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. I was listening to this guy, Mayorkas, head of the Homeland Security. I never seen a guy lie. Just lie. This has nothing to do with being Republican or Democrats or anything. Just looking at a person who's so deceitful. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Listen to this. I couldn't believe it. And this is what's going to take the stock market down. This is right here is what's going to take the stock market down.
But to see 30,000 people in 17 days come across the border into one location and be hiding under that, or huddling under that bridge.
What do? I'll tell you when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
With the PhilsGang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At PhilsGang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And PhilsGang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the PhilsGang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at PhilsGang.com. That's PhilsGang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and PhilsGang.com, you can. PhilsGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With PhilsGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to PhilsGang.com. PhilsGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out PhilsGang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Caterpillar, we're holding it short. We're going to continue to hold it short. Keep your shares light.
Now, see, that's what you need right there. Then you'll be in the 20% camp, not the 80% who lose money. That's Steve. He's head of our education department. Every day, he takes our gang member portfolio of stocks, 2 o'clock, and he tells each member what to do with each one of the stocks that are in our portfolio. It's that simple. That's right. So you come home from work, have supper, go check it out, 7 o'clock, whatever. We post it to every afternoon. And you know exactly what to do with your stock. You know when to buy, when to hold, when to add, when not to add, when to take some, switch your position. There is no way that you should get screwed up. You don't get that help from anybody. And the color-coded chart that he's working with on those stocks has a color-coded technology. You get that free too for 10 days. It works. And you got 10 days to see if it works or not. And it does. It does. It's a great tool. Can you imagine? It tells you. It gives you a call to action. It starts turning yellow. It tells you call to action. Institutions are pulling money out of your stock. Do you get that with your chart? I hope not, because this is patent. You shouldn't. This tells you money is coming out. That's what moves stocks up or down, not the BS. This garbage buy on the pullback is just that, garbage. You're going to get killed. You don't know what you're doing. And what's going to take this market down? A lot of things. Inflation's going to take the market down. Our PE ratios are insane. They're insane. The valuations are nuts. They shouldn't be even more than 12 to 15 PE. We're at 35. That's nuts. Price to sales is nuts. Everything's so overvalued because all they keep doing is buy because the tech stocks keep going up. That's changing very quickly. Changing because the yields are starting to go up. We just started to get into some of our beautiful, what we call our COVID-19 stocks. We're starting to buy some airlines. We're starting to buy some cruise lines. Bought a little refiner today. So cruise lines, airlines, you can't do any better than that. These stocks were broken down so bad that last Monday when the market went down 1,000 points, they didn't go down. That identified for us that the selling was done on those stocks. These are the stocks that got killed. They're on sale. That's what you buy. And then you also buy the stocks that are making new highs, not the stocks in between. You'll get killed. Talking about getting killed. Listen to this. This is Mayorkas, whatever the hell his name is. He's the head of Homeland Security, one of the biggest liars I ever heard in my life. Listen to this.
But to see 30,000 people in 17 days come across the border into one location and be hiding under that, or huddling under that bridge. You say 30,000 people walked across that dam into Del Rio in the last 17 days. Question, why didn't you stop them?
Yeah, why didn't you stop them? Why didn't you just stop them? Listen to this.
We surged our resources. We surged our personnel.
Why didn't you stop them from coming into the country?
We did.
They did. They surged, all right. And guess what? Once the Border Patrol surged, what happened?
I promise you, those people will pay.
Yeah, for surging. They'll pay for surging. They'll pay for surging. They did nothing wrong. But here's the key.
To see people treated like they did, horses really running them over, people being strapped.
That's not true. But let's get back to his lie.
And we applied immigration law.
My question is, why did you allow them in the country in the first place? Why didn't you build, forgive me, a wall?
The policy of this administration, we do not agree with the building of the wall. The law provides that individuals can make a claim for humanitarian relief. That is actually one of our proudest traditions.
That is the problem. This is what they're lying about. Listen. He's saying it's the law. You can apply for asylum. Yes, you can. But not in the United States. You can't come in because you're illegal. And the way Trump had it is, again, they waited on the Mexican side of the border. And that way, they can pay for sign up for the asylum, get their court date, and then once they're approved, they can come into our country. Like anybody who comes from Italy or Norway or anywhere else. You get in line. So he's a liar. He says, oh, no. They can come here. That's the law. We're good people. We're going to let them come in. We're humanitarians. We're going to let them come in. No, you're breaking the law. And this is going to take this stock market down. They're breaking the law. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Then he says this.
We're in the midst of a pandemic. The Centers for Disease Control has a Title 42 authority that we exercise to protect the migrants themselves, to protect the local communities, our personnel, and the American public.
What a liar, protect the American public. They took 12,000 Haitians because, remember what happened? They didn't like the optics. They first tried to get rid of the helicopter. They didn't want the helicopter flying over and see those terrible, horrible pictures. And then when they couldn't do that, they decided to get everybody out. So they took 12,000 Haitians, and they, again, remember, they just moved them to any other part of the country. They can just go anywhere they want. Just go. They're not even testing them. And he lies about that when they ask the question, are you testing them?
traditions. Of the 30,000 Haitians who came across the border into Del Rio, how many did your department test for COVID? So we have strict COVID testing.
No, they didn't ask that question. Do you have strict COVID testing? The question was, how many did you test? And he lies. He doesn't say. He avoids it.
Traditions. Of the 30,000 Haitians who came across the border into Del Rio, how many did your department test for COVID? So we have strict COVID testing protocols that we apply across the board. We test, isolate, and quarantine unaccompanied children.
What a liar. They had to get rid of that optic. They threw everybody on a bus, brought them all parts of the country, got people out there now that's going to be spreading COVID, that's going to take the market down. We can end up in another shutdown. These people are brutal. They're brutal. I never see anybody lie like that. He's just a liar. So remember, 80% of you people lose in the market because A, you don't know when to get out. 2, is you don't know how to sell a stock short. You better learn how to sell short. What they are doing, taking these people, that means they're going to spread this COVID even more. We're going to end up, and remember, they want this. They want to spread the COVID because they're hoping as they get to midterm elections, they can say, oh, you know what? Everybody's got to vote by mail. Everybody's got to vote by mail. And that's the other thing that drove me nuts when I'm listening. They're on Meet the Press, Acosta and Woodward were talking about their book. And Acosta, are you kidding me? I wouldn't believe a thing he said. Do you remember when Trump was going to go down to the border, the wall, and he went down there first? He went down there first, and remember what he said?
And here are some of the steel slats that the president's been talking about right here. As you can see, yes, you can see through these slats to the other side of the U.S.-Mexico border. But as we're walking along here, we're not seeing any kind of imminent danger. There are no migrants.
The idiot was proving Trump's point. The wall works. And he didn't realize it till later. And we're supposed to believe anything he says? This is insane what's going on. More stocks when I get back. This is going to take the market down faster than anything.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, this is not a political show, but I got to tell you, what's going on right now politically is going to throw this market into a crash. It's going to be I think it's going to be the biggest catalyst. What they're doing, it's amazing, the cost. You keep taking these people in. Remember what happens when these people come in. We give them free everything. See, they're supposed to stay on the other side of the border. Trump made sure they stayed there. He doesn't want to pay, all these crazy benefits to them. Remember, what they do when they come to this side of the border and they let them stay here illegally, they should be on the other side of the border, do their paperwork, try to get asylum. Not in here. They're coming over illegal. That's illegal. And this guy yesterday kept saying all day, yeah, but it's the law. We have to let them. No, the law says that they can apply. But the law is you don't come into this country until you apply and then you get your permission. But anyways, do you realize there's 80 different welfare programs for these people? When they get in here, see, they want them to be voters. They want to be Democrat voters. They give them cash, food, housing, medical. They also give them Social Security, Medicare, unemployment insurance, workers' compensation, free education. You know who pays for all that? That's a hidden tax on us, the Americans. That's a hidden tax. That's $1 billion a year. And it's going to double because we've never seen numbers like this. That means your town all of a sudden will be putting up parking meters to get revenue. They did that here in Sarasota. They put up parking meters to get revenue. This is what they'll do. They raise your taxes, your real estate taxes. This is what's going on because all they're looking for is the votes. They don't care if they're spreading anything. They don't care. They just want the votes. This is awful. This is awful. So they keep saying, well, we got a heart. We want these people to come in. You're mean. You don't let them in. Give me a break. We're not mean. Everybody can come into this country, and they should. My parents, my grandmother, Ellis Island. My parents, Ellis Island. They did it the right way. Unbelievable. But these guys get to cut the line. Look, I'm not political, but I'm telling you right now that this is going to take us down because of the cost that's associated with taking care of these people. New York City, it costs them about $15,000 per person when you send them to school. When they get over to here, and they get on this side of the border, and they took 15,000, I think it was, and just spread them out through the United States over the weekend. Now they're going to end up going to school here. And it's going to cost your city $15,000 for each one of these. Well, your taxes are going to go up. Your taxes are going to go up. But they're hoping that the Democrats are hoping that they're so grateful they're getting cash, free food, free housing, free medical, Social Security, Medicare, unemployment insurance, that they're going to say, oh man, I'm going to vote Democrat. I'm going to vote because Uncle Joe let me in. This is going to kill us. We can't afford this. We can't afford this. It's impossible. You can't. You just can't open. No country does that because you can't afford it. So the best thing for the stock market right now, okay, is just stay with the strongest stocks. Join my gang. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, we got two great stocks we're with right now. Two strong stocks making new highs. And then we got other stocks like our airlines, cruise lines, okay, cruise lines and our airlines, restaurants, casinos. They're all starting to go back up. These stocks are beaten down so badly. And then last week when the market dropped 1,000 points, they didn't go down any further. That's called basing. There's some wonderful opportunities, but you got to know what you're doing. LUV. That's starting to work. But now somebody's going to take LUV and buy and say, oh, well, look at that. He gave me the name LUV. I don't have to join the gang. I'm going to save some money, right? But I can't help you. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with that stock? When I can't reach you, I can't tell you what to do. Steve can't tell you what to do. Every day at 2 o'clock, you're not going to have access to our portfolio of stocks where we tell you what to do. So what are you going to do with them? Just like Kramer, right? He gave you AEP. How'd that work out for you? Boy, AEP is a great stock, really terrific. Kramer, I know the manager. I know the CEO. And it turned red at $89, and today it's at $81. How'd that work out for you? How'd that work out? That's about a maybe 9% drop. And on my chart, not only did it turn red, but it turned yellow. It started to turn yellow. You know when it started to turn yellow? It started to turn yellow and I think it was let me just get the right date here. It started to turn yellow. Here we go, September 8th. Give us a warning. Then it really started to turn yellow. We had 3 more days on the 14th and on the 15th and on the 16th. They gave us a warning. Money was coming out of that stock. Kramer's telling you to buy it. And then it dropped like a stone. He did another one, NI. He told everybody to get into that stock. This thing was red when he told people to get in, and it dropped like a red. The day he told people to get in the stock around $24.75, and now it's down to $23.85 and still going down. I mean, it dropped 4%. This is crazy. I mean, you shouldn't be losing money in stocks, because you should be making that money on the way down. If you take AEP that he told people to buy, Kramer, all you had to do is when it turned red, when AEP turned red around $89, $88, sell it short. If you did, it went from $88 down to $81. That's an 8% drop. You made money when the stock's going down. What's wrong with making money when the stock goes down? 80% of the people don't do that, so they lose money. And they stay in the stock and hope it's going to go back up. They hope it's going to go back up. Are you kidding me? Well, they sit there and they listen to nonsense like this.
My question is regarding a local utility company called NiSource, ticker NI.
Now, there's a stock I want to own for everyone with good dividends, fantastic management. Bye.
He got killed. Stock went straight down. But my members who had that stock were selling it short while he's telling people to buy because it was red on my color-coded chart. This is crazy stuff. It's crazy. Look, you can't, and they're going to print this $5 trillion. They're going to pass this $5 trillion. You can't spend your way into prosperity. So they're in deep trouble. The economy's in deep trouble. They know it. So they're going to print $5 trillion more for this big welfare bill. But it doesn't target the problem. Our problem is we're not producing goods. Went to the store the other day, Publix, looking for these pads for my dog, Marta's dog. The little pads, the little guy, he gets these pads and you put on this thing, he goes there. And they're not there. I said, where are they? He said, well, they're behind. They can't get people. They can't make them. But guess what they did? The ones that were there went up in price. That's what happens. That's what happens. We are going to head into stagflation. We're going to do exactly what happened with Carter. Please join my gang. Try it for 10 days free because we are going to go into stagflation. Carter didn't even know what stagflation was. That means our unemployment's going to start going up and our inflation's going up at the same time. Carter experienced that. Soon businesses started to lay off. I've told my members that you got this inflation, then you turn to deflation. Then next what happens is employees start losing their jobs and they don't have money. Then they got to choose between their credit card. Do I pay my credit card? Do I pay my rent? And then you get into a crash. But it doesn't matter to us if it crashes because we're going to make even more money on the way down faster. Imagine being in a position you don't have to ever worry about that again when you own a stock if it's going to go down. I mean, can you imagine the people who bought AEP? This is another brainstorm of Kramer telling people to buy AEP. And it was red when he told them to buy. It was at 89. Now it's down to 81. Crazy. So put yourself in a position that I can help you, and then you turn around and help St. Jude. Join my gang free tonight.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make